lips are so dry, I feel like it's cracking. I'm gonna add some of this oil on there. This oil that I'm using is all natural. It smells so good. I'm gonna go do some grocery shopping. I'm gonna go into Whole Foods. I try not to put so much blush because it just looks really unnatural. Go for that like more natural look. This other product that I use in my hair is from Redken, and it's their acidic bonding concentrate, which is a leave-in treatment. Really helps remove the frizz from my hair on like really frizzy days. Show you guys, just add a little bit to it. I like to add the whey leave-in as well because it smells so good, but not too much because the smell can be a bit too strong. What do you guys think? Do you feel like the frizz is gone? I don't know if it makes a big difference on camera, but to me it does. I finish off with some lip gloss. And tonight I have a Chinese New Year celebration with my family, and I'll take you guys along with me. So I'm gonna make this cookie recipe that I tried at Erewhon Supermarket. It's this amazing supermarket in LA. They got famous for their Hailey Bieber smoothie or something, like the $20 one, which is ridiculous, but actually I ended up getting a chocolate chip cookie that was like so melty and gooey. I was like, I have to make this when I get back home. I am a sucker for a good chocolate chip cookie, like a melty one with like a ton of butter. Probably not so healthy, but I don't really eat it that often, so I guess it's okay. I'm gonna bring up my laptop for the recipe that I found.
If cookies are your love language, here's the recipe for the best brown butter chocolate chip cookies.
I'm trying this best chocolate chip cookie recipe from Broma Bakery. What's different about this recipe is that it uses brown butter. Add my 2 types of white and brown sugar. And then I'm gonna add the brown butter and just like mix all that goodness together. I'm gonna use this to put in the brown sugar just because there's clumps in it and I just don't want it to get all clumpy. Yeah, I've done some cooking in my life. You kind of just learn little tricks here and there. I'm the type of person that likes to cook and then clean at the same time, but I know a lot of people aren't like that. So I'm gonna add in the egg yolk, and vanilla extract. Egg. Oh no, I got a shell in there. There we go. I always get baking soda and baking powder mixed up. I don't know, it just doesn't stick in my brain. I probably bought like at least 5 of these and I never finish it, but so it just kind of goes to waste. Okay. 3. It says stop when the dough is too dry, but I'm like, what is too dry? Because I've never made this before. This is a workout. I'm just gonna add this much first. Might be like the worst thing to do, but I'm just kind of like, I want to make sure it's like soft and gooey, and I feel like in order to do that, I need to add olive oil. Look at this. So one of the things that I was like talking to my friends about is like love language, and like be really good to number 1, know how you like to give love, and then number 2, how you like to receive love. Obviously, it's not always the case that it's tied to your childhood. Also, figuring out your partners wanting to receive love and wanting to give love. They might not receive love the way that you would want to receive it. Maybe they like gifts, or maybe they like quality time, and maybe that's not something you like. By knowing what they value and what they see as like love, then you can start to do things that they actually care about instead of what you think that they want. And I don't think this only relates to relationships, marriage, or like boyfriend-girlfriend relationships. I think it actually relates to friendships and family as well. Trying to figure out from the closest people that you have around your circle, what are their ways of receiving love. I actually did this with one of my girlfriend. I had asked her, how do you like to receive love? And I asked her, what were the happiest moments that you had with your partners, for example? And she kind of thought about it, and it was interesting. She said she liked it when she felt protected. When she was younger, that was how she perceived love. Like her parents were always protecting her. And so for her, acts of service that are like in the form of like protection, she really likes that. And I thought that was kind of interesting because I never really thought of that. So it could be things like, oh, you know, just like standing up for her or look out for her for things. And I thought that was kind of interesting because I do know that that's what she likes to do for friends and also people that she loves around her. And so I was like, oh, maybe that's what I could think about doing, like, you know, try to look out for her, give her like support in areas that maybe she feels a little bit weaker in. Yeah, that's like my kind of theory and my experiment that I had in my mind. I want to like try to get to know from the people that are closest to me how they like to receive love so that I can learn to and show my love for them in the way that they want to receive it versus the way that I receive it. The way that I'm used to receiving love from my parents growing up was quality time. They would spend like a lot of time traveling with me or taking me out on the weekends and dinner, and also acts of service. So they would, you know, cook for me, drive me around, and try to really have everything organized for me growing up so I didn't really have to think too much. When I'm trying to show love to my friends, that's kind of how I do it too. I'm very much like spend time with them, like quality time. I want to plan trips. I want to plan things for them. I want to make things that are special so that they feel they really enjoy the experience. And I'm really trying to like perfect that experience for them. That might not be what they care about. Maybe they prefer like receiving gifts, like really thoughtful gifts, or maybe they prefer like really good conversations. Now that I'm trying to put myself in other people's shoes and understand how they like to receive love. Like that's kind of what I've been thinking these days. Maybe these cookies, I'm gonna give it to some of my friends. This is how the first batch looks like. I'm gonna test the first 6 cookies to see how they turn out. And if it needs a little bit more oil, I'm gonna like oil this up and then do the rest. I like to do little tests before doing the whole thing. Ooh. This is actually really good. The brown butter really gives it like that kind of like it's not overly sweet because I feel like the brown butter kind of cuts that sweetness. Like I don't know how to make it sound fancy, but that's like, it just really needs a lot more chocolate chip.